I love the word sublime, Josh.
It's just
sublime.
I
liked her too.
You know what? This interview was sublime.
I like that word. Thanks.
It was tremendous. Could watch it again and again, and so many things struck me.
It's only 6 minutes and 30 seconds. We could run it again.
Well, and it feels good. And like, look, we've got the bandwidth. No, but you know, it's hard to watch this, and not just because Whitney shows up, but in this time where we are, Whitney, just Prince, David Bowie.
Yeah.
You sat down with another legend, a singular. You know, she said, and she owned this, dating back to the days growing up as a hillbilly and proud of it.
Yep.
There's one of me. She always wanted to be one of her.
And here she is. You know, she said, you know, I looked at the Barbie doll. I sort of liked her body. Where you talk about, you know, her va-va-boomness. She goes, I looked at, you know, people say I'm like a Barbie doll. I like that too. But here she is at 70, no intention of slowing down. She's about to go on her biggest road tour that she's done in 25 years, and she said she can't wait. And that's what I think is so great about her.
You mentioned it with Charlie this morning. It keeps her young. It keeps her vital. Yeah.
Yes. Don't we all feel that as we start getting a little older? We keep thinking, I have no intention of slowing down.
Right.
As a person who's just sitting here. And it used to be, I remember, Josh, so clearly when my mom turned 50, thinking, God, 50's old. And now once you hit 50 and you keep going, you go, I could go another 30, 40 years, knock on wood, God willing. And she certainly feels that. And she was such a delight to talk to.
And she's been a creative force. It is one of these pieces where you think, right, Jolene.
Yes.
Right. I mean, for me, it was 9 to 5. Uncle Paul was, you know, Kenny Rogers and Dolly were, and then Steel Magnolias and all the rest. She has a span now.
You know,
an arc.
You mentioned Kenny Rogers. I'm sure this has happened to you, or maybe it hasn't. You do an interview and you get in the car and you go, I should have asked. Does that ever happen to you, Josh
sure.
Elliott?
There's always one you leave
the
on
one
the table.
that I thought it was, I forgot to ask about Kenny Rogers. You know, because there's always been such speculation about her and Kenny Rogers, and they both have said no, 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 no. But she was in such a playful mood that day, I just thought we could have
Well, and Islands in the Stream, it's just another one of the great ones. Also, you mentioned these upcoming wedding plans. Carl Dean has been largely absent from the public eye, but clearly there's a narrative spine for her there. He has been her rock.
He's an anchor in her life. And I said, what does Carl Dean do? Because he's very seldom photographed. Just to get pictures of Carl. Those pictures, the reason why they look so old is because the people said there are no pictures of Carl, that you'll finally see them when he does the renewal of the vows, which they're doing in June. And I said, what does he do? She goes, oh, he works in asphalt paving. You know, he's very happy with his life, and he's very happy with me, and we're very happy together. But it was her suggestion to renew the vows after 50 years. And as she said, she was surprised. He said, yes, because they are going to allow it to be photographed. And I'm thinking we might see it in a magazine or two.
Well, one hopes. She has also transcended the social media age. She gets to just be her, and yet has impacted the youth. And I want to show this as well, because we saw this recently. Country star Mickey Guyton, just one of the countless.
Josh, this was my favorite part.
Countless stars who couldn't help but be impacted in country by
Dolly
the
Parton.
Legendary Dolly. She had told you that she was her hero. So you called in a couple favors.
Yes, you know, we had done an interview with Mickey last year when she was nominated as Best New Artist. Number one, I was fascinated that Mickey Guyton, as you see, is a woman of color. And so I was fascinated, what is your story? Where does this come from? And so we were talking to her about that. And during the course of that interview last year, when I said, who would you really like to work with? She said, more than anybody, Dolly Parton. Why? She remembers Coat of Many Colors was her favorite song. She said, I just love everything about her. And so during that interview, I said, Dolly, come on out. It was a joke. And then when we were going to interview Dolly, we called Mickey's team and said, that I'm going to be there. Maybe we could work it out. Dolly agreed. So we told Mickey, Josh, that we were in Nashville doing a story about the Grand Ole Opry and doing some Nashville stuff, and I'm shooting here. Could she just come by and we just do a little update about what's going on with you? And darn, we sat down 30 seconds, talk, and Dolly walked in and she did, you know, that cry where you go,
that beautiful, I mean, the visceral impact of when Mickey first catches the eye. It was an amazing thing. A little backstory, actually, for you. I was with you that day. How you made a flight. I mean, in real time. I don't know how you got to Newark from here, but you made it, and I can tell you, I've never been happier that you made a flight.
No.
This was a beautiful, beautiful piece.
That's one of the things we say to the driver: drive as fast as you can, but we want to get there in one piece. But thank you. I loved that we did it, and like you, I'm really glad we made that flight. It was very, very touching.
Terrific. Again, thankfully it lives on here. So you know, if you're just joining us, just stick around. It's coming back on the wheel, and it's not to be missed. Gayle King,
Thanks.
the one, the only. We appreciate it.
I'll see you later on. on in the day.
That's what I hear.
Bye.